Hi friends! This week for Explorers Club, we're going to be looking at space science, which is one of my favorite sciences and the one that I'm really excited about learning about with you guys. So let's get started. So today we're going to look at what is space science and the different types of space science. We're also going to look specifically at the moon landing and when, how, and why we got to the moon. We're going to look at what space scientists do, and then we're going to learn about computer coding, which is the basis of basically everything we do in relation to exploring space. And then, of course, at the end, we'll have some book recommendations like always. So the quote for today is, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known," by Carl Sagan. So what is space science? Well, it's a lot of things. Space science encompasses all of the disciplines that study outer space, from astrobiology to astrophysics and many disciplines in between. So what does that mean? Basically, it means that space science is the same sort of science that we do on Earth. So physics, biology, chemistry, engineering, all those great sciences. But instead of studying Earth, space scientists study these things as they relate to outer space. So for example, engineers on Earth, they make a lot of things. Cars, they build buildings. An astronautical engineer studies how to create spacecraft in order to better study space. When did we start studying space? Humans have always been curious about the stars. From star charts and the study of astrology in ancient times to modern satellite technology, humans have always tried to learn more about what is out there. But space exploration, the way we think of it, with rockets and spacesuits and going to the moon, began with the space race. During the later 20th century, the United States and the Soviet Union raced to advance space science like never before. And from this, we created satellites, we learned about our solar system, and we even put humans into outer space. We really put a man on the moon? Many people worked on the moon landing, from astronautical engineers to computer scientists. The technology required to take us to the moon was unlike anything we'd ever done before. We'll have some recommended books at the end of the slide so we can learn more about the people who are responsible for the moonwalk that we're about to watch.
Okay. At the foot of the ladder, the ram footbeds are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches, although the surface appears to be very, very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. And then a long one. Okay, I'm going to leave that 1 foot up there and both hands down about the 4th rung up. There you go. Okay, now I think I'll do the same. For those who haven't read the plaque, we'll read the plaque that's on the front landing gear of this LAM. There's 2 hemispheres, one showing each of the 2 hemispheres of Earth. Underneath it says, "Here men from the planet Earth first set foot upon the moon, July 1969 AD. We came in peace." I guess you're about the only person around that doesn't have TV coverage of the scene. That's all right, I don't mind a bit. How is the quality of the TV? Oh, it's beautiful, Mike. It really is. Oh, geez, that's great. Is the lighting halfway decent? Yes, indeed. They've got the flag up now, and you can see the stars.
So families all over the country and all over the world gathered in front of their TVs to watch a man walk on the moon for the first time. So how did we get there? Well, one important thing that formed the basis of everything that we did to get to space was coding. Coding is a really important part of working with outer space. Computers run all of the machines that we need to explore space. So from the spacecraft, the rockets we take to get there, to the rovers that now explore the surface of different planets, to satellites that send data back to Earth. Each of those computers needs to be coded in order to do their specific job. Coding is the process of teaching the computer what it needs to do, giving it commands for it to follow. Coding at the basic level is as simple as a game of Simon Says. The coder, the computer scientist, the computer programmer says to the computer, in whatever language it is that the computer speaks, and we'll talk more about that in a second, it gives it a command and it tells it what to do and teaches it what it does when that specific command comes in. Did you know that computers speak an entirely different language? These are called coding languages, and they are different ways that the computer learns what to do. And we use different coding languages for different types of programs. Computers can speak many different coding languages, but we're going to learn about a very simple one today: binary code. Binary code uses strings of numbers called bits to represent information. Most common binary code uses 0 and 1 to represent letters. So for example, we're going to learn how to write a little bit in this binary code. My name is Core. That's C-O-R. In binary code, C is represented by 01000011. O is 01001111, and R is 01010010. So Core becomes 01000011, 0110111, 0111010. And as silly and strange as that looks, a computer can read that and know that those numbers represent the letters C-O-R and know that that spells core. So we are going to use that knowledge of binary code to code our name. So you're going to need a piece of string or a piece of yarn, colored beads in 3 different colors, 1 color for spaces, 1 color for zeros, and 1 color for ones. And then you're going to need a binary code sheet, which will be in the packet that was sent out if you picked it up from Jonesboro, or linked in the email that you'll get with this video. So here, the zeros are the solid blocks, and the ones are the empty blocks. And we're going to learn how to code our name on a bracelet that we can wear. So you'll pick 1 color to represent your zeros or your solid blocks, and 1 color to represent your ones or your empty blocks. I wrote out my name, and I starred by each of the binary code letters in order to make it easy to figure out which ones I needed next. And then I just used that sheet to figure out which beads I needed. So I started with a spacer, which is the white bead. And then C is 0100 is the first set of 4. So I started out coding that. And I just followed down the sheet and used the beads to represent each letter on my bracelet. So you might find this difficult to do. There's a part in this video where I messed up and picked the wrong color bead just then. So it's okay if you have to start over, if you lose your spot, that's all right. It's a slow process learning a new language. If you have a lot of letters in your name, you might want to choose a nickname or only do your first name. But if you've got a really short first name like me, it was easy for me to fit all the letters onto a bracelet. If you've got a longer first name and you want to use your full name, you can make a necklace. That's totally fine. It's up to you. So then you just, once you're done, you tie it off and it becomes a bracelet that you can wear. So if you want to read about more space science and about the brave and super smart people who sent us to the moon, I recommend Hidden Figures, The True Story of 4 Black Women and the Space Race by Margot Lee Shetterly. Also in the same vein, but as a little bit of a shorter book, Counting on Catherine by Helene Becker. Then there's some poetry about space, The Day the Universe Exploded My Head, Poems to Take You into Space and Back Again by Alan Wolfe. Some fiction, The Library of Ever by Zeno Alexander, and the Catstronaut series by Drew Brockington. I am super excited that you guys joined us for Explorers Club, and I hope you stay tuned until next time to see what else we're going to learn about. Bye!